Story time with me on why I personally hate Father's Day. Why I will never like Father's Day. Why Father's Day will always be a regular day for me. So I guess I was about 6 years old the last time I was in my father's care. And he left me with some people that I didn't really know too much about. I was dirty, I was hungry, and my mama took hella care of me. So for me to go through this at 6 years old, I'm thinking it's normal shit. I'm fucking 6. My mom picks me up, and I didn't hear from my father again until I was about 14 years old. We had started communicating with each other, and I started talking to him a little more. At the time, he was living in Alabama, and I was 14 years old. And I went down there to spend 2 weeks with him for the Christmas break. And I actually was excited to see my dad because I haven't seen him since I was 6 years old. So I'm excited to take this trip. I even made him a gift that day for Christmas. I made him a gift. So mom sent me on the Greyhound. I went down there, and long story short, it was the worst experience of my life. Should have never went. I was hungry, dirty, in conditions that I had never been in my life. Not to say that we was rich, but we was middle class, and I went and stayed with lower class people. Like, I don't know who my father was living with. A woman and her mom at the time. He was working cutting hair, I guess, and I was there for about 3 days, and the next thing I know, my mama is telling me my auntie is coming to pick me up, and I went and spent the rest of that week and a half with my auntie. The whole time I was with my dad, it was just a little, it just seemed a little, something just wasn't right. I felt like had I stayed there more than the 3 days, that I was in some real danger for real, being around that man. So after we left this, where it was at, I went back home, explained everything to my mom, and I didn't want to come back. I didn't want to see him again. And I didn't care. I just didn't care at that point. I went and seen, my mom warned me, but I went and saw for my own self, like, this wasn't the man I wanted to associate myself with. So after I came back, it was like we were talking back and forth over the phone over the next couple years, and it just was communicating over the phone. And I believe when I was 21 years old, I found out that he had 2 daughters, and they of the same age. Right now they're 12 years old, and unfortunately I have not seen them once. So yes, I have 2 sisters that live in Alabama that I have never met. They are aunties. I have a daughter and a son that has an auntie, 2 aunties of the same age that don't know each other. And I actually haven't seen my father since I was like 4 years old. And I'm not sure why my dad just decided to up and just leave me when I was 6 years old, and haven't really been a part of my life since, and I'm 32 years old now. And it just, every day in the back of my mind, I just wonder, why the fuck did he leave me? One reason why I think he left is because I felt like he did some shit to me when I was a kid, and he didn't want that shit to come out. And it was about to. Then I found out over the years that he has done some things to children over the years since I have not been with him. He's been alleged, then got a 14-year-old pregnant. There's something wrong with my dad's mental. one of his child's father is, one of his children mother is, I think she's like 32 maybe, 35, maybe the same fucking age as me. Weird shit. And her daughter is 12. He took advantage of that girl when she was 16 years old. And by the grace of God, like I said, I was nowhere to be found. Still ain't nowhere to be found. I don't know where this man is at and who child he's screwing up life now. But he ain't a part of my shit, and that's how I want to keep it. Cause that man is no good to me. He never was a father to me, and I feel like I have never had a father. And I never will. At this age, I'm fucking 32 years old. And ain't no fixing or repairing no relationship with a man that ain't never been there. So, it just is what it is. And I'm alright with that. And I vow to make sure that my two children do not go through that. I am struggling with my daughter's father right now, but he is trying. He really is. And my son, dad, has been there every day since my son been born. So I thank both of them for what they do for my daughter. When my dad left me at 6 and never came back. Didn't look back. So if you want to know why I don't give two fucks about a father on Father's Day, that's why. Because my father left me at 6 years old. And all of that in turn made me not really care too much about older men. I don't. And I'm struggling right now with respecting my own child's father. And I live in a house with him right now. Because I'm just over men. I fucking hate guys for real. I'm just over their bullshit. Every last one of them that I've came across. And you're going to meet, I'm sorry, for black women, they're going to meet more fucked up men than nice men in their lives. Starting with the main men in their lives. The main men in their lives is where they're going to lead by example and follow behind. And at this point, I'm done with it. And it just is what it is. And I'm just with my child's father for the sake of, I don't want my son to be abandoned. And I'm working things out with my daughter dad so that he don't turn his back on her type shit. So it is what it is. Fuck Father's Day. But to the fathers out there that are doing what they supposed to do, kudos to you. But my dad ain't shit, never was shit, and I only thank God that he met my mom because I wouldn't have been born. And I am grateful for being born, no matter who my father is. I'm grateful to be alive in this world. Fuck my fucking father.